All right, I have an Ozark Trail Cooler from Walmart that originally came with this style handle. Wasn't a big fan of it, so I decided to actually put some handles like the bigger coolers have, using just some nylon webbing and actually some bicycle grips that I had. And so I'll go ahead and show you how to do this. It's pretty straightforward and easy, and there's a million different materials and ways you can do it. So this is just to give you a rough idea of what goes into it. Okay, so the first thing you need to make sure is that your cooler actually has these openings here, because this is where you're going to be running the straps through. Since these originally didn't come with straps, you're probably going to have to clear the hole out with some scissors, something sharp. So you just kind of deburr the end so that way you can actually fit your strap or rope, whatever you're using through there. Okay, so I ended up getting this nylon strap on eBay, and as you can tell, it's got, I think it's like some different kind of camo on it. I just got it just because it looked nice. I liked it. Important part is that it's an inch wide. I'm going to use about 28 inches in length, and that's going to give me roughly, with the 5-inch handle wide, that's going to be the clearance, which isn't a whole lot. So if you want a little bit more, you know, just go ahead and make your straps a little bit longer. Since I'm going to be using bicycle grips, these aren't made to just sit alone, right? They're made to have the actual handlebars underneath them. So what I'm doing, you can actually purchase 7/8 tubing online and just get enough as you need, or I had an old set of handlebars that I don't use anymore, so I'm actually cutting it to size. So what I'm doing is I'm measuring like that and just cutting so it has reinforcement on the inside, and that's where the nylon strap or rope, whatever you use, is going to run through. Okay, so I've cut my handlebar right to length. If you do it this way, just make sure you deburr this part, because the last thing you want is sharp edges where your nylon strap's going to end up getting cut. So I'm going to go ahead and deburr this, smooth it out, and then essentially it's just going to go into my grip and set inside and tighten up just like it would on a bike. Okay, so before we run our nylon straps, or if you're using nylon straps through these cutouts, what you're going to do is, after you cut it, as you can tell, this one is starting to fray a little bit, just take a lighter and actually just kind of heat it up to where it melts the edges, and it's going to keep it from fraying. You don't have to sit there and roast it the whole time, right? But just, you're just essentially melting that end, and to keep it from fraying up on you. Once you do that, you're ready to run it through here. And what you're going to do is you're actually going to run it from the underside going up. It might be a little tricky, but you will be able to get it through there. And again, if you have a whole lot of trouble doing this, remember, just, you might have to clear it up a little bit. Just take your scissors and kind of press down on it. And there might be just a little bit of plastic left from whenever the mold process happened and they didn't really clear it out because they didn't have to, because nothing went in there from the factory. There you go. Okay. So now, I'm going to essentially, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to tie a knot on here. You're going to want to tie a knot, but leave the least amount of like strap left on top, okay? Because you don't want a whole lot of just bundle up strap up here. And you really just need to do one knot. So what I do is I just pull a little bit longer than I need, pull it through, and roughly like, there's my knuckle, so about 1/2 inch, and just kind of tug it from underneath there. And so kind of pinch this and make sure it doesn't come all the way through. Just pull it tight, and that way you keep, like I said, just a small amount. And what that's essentially going to do is going to let it close, because you don't have a whole lot of space right here. Okay. All right. So once we get one side done, before you get too excited and do the other side, remember you actually got to put your handle through there first, okay? So depending on if your handle is directional or not, you're going to want to put it the direction, whichever way you want. Just, I mean, obviously you want it to be the same as the other side, unless you don't care, which whatever. So I'm going to feed this through here. Right. And another thing, again, this is personal preference. I kind of want the strap, whenever I pick it up, to be facing the same way, right? I'm going to unfold it there. There you go. Okay, so it's going to come up like that. So I'm going to want it to fold over that way and feed through the other side. Okay. So now once we got that strap through there, same thing. We're going to tie a knot here, And then we're gonna have our handles. It's a little bit too much. There we go. There we go. And there it goes. Just gotta make sure this is facing the right way. And ta-da! We got two functional handles.